last exercise before we do foam roller massage and stretch, we're going to do some push-ups on your knees. So come onto the knees. You're going to bring the roller underneath your hands, and you're going to cross your ankles and shift yourself forward so your head, shoulders, knees, and hips are in one long line. Here we go. Bend the elbows. Down, 2, 3, 1, and down. 2, 3, exhale, 2, down, 2, 3, 3, and bend, 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 straighten, bend, 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 5, down, 2, 3, 6, down, 2, 3, 7, down, 2, 3, and 8, down, 2, 3, and 9, and down, 2, 3, nice job, 10. Shift to child's pose, take a breather. Excellent work. Now we're going to move into a very nice foam roller massage. So this is kind of like doing a deep tissue massage. Make sure after you do this you drink plenty of water, because it does break up the lactic acid in your muscles and release it out through your body. So you want to make sure that you drink plenty of water to help flush it out. So take the roller underneath the fatty part of your calf, and you're just going to roll through that muscly part back and forth 5 times. And just let your foot be floppy and let the roller melt right into your muscles. And now you're going to turn that leg out and roll over the outside of that calf 5 times. Again, you may have some deep knots in there, and you just roll right through there. And now you're going to take the roller and turn it in and roll through the inside of that calf. Good. Now, go ahead and change. You're going to bring the other leg up, right through the center. You're going to try and keep your foot floppy. And just roll back and forth about 5 times or so. If you have a knot, you can just let the roller rest right on the knot and stay there for a little bit. And after you've done about 5, you're going to turn out and roll to the outside of that calf about 5 times. And now you're going to turn in and roll to the inside of that calf 5 times. Okay, now we're going to take the roller and put it at our hamstrings. So your hands will be down, and you're going to lift your tush off, and then you're going to roll in between your sits bones and your knee, but don't cross your hip joint or your knee joint. And you're going to do parallel back and forth 5 times. Take your time. And then after you've done your 5, turn out, and you're going to roll through the lateral hamstrings. And now you're going to turn in. You may have to push your muscles out of the way and roll through your medial hamstrings. Okay, now we're going to go to our back. So you're going to sit on your roller, and we're going to do 5 times up and down. You can use your hands to help you get up and down, and then we'll roll in between our lower back and then also in between our shoulder blades. So you're going to roll down and massage through your spine all the way at your upper back. Don't cross your neck though. and then you're gonna roll up, and you're gonna go back to your sits bones, and feel free to put your hands down and help you roll yourself back up if you're tight in your lower back. And again, we're gonna roll it down through our upper back, and we're gonna roll up and get all the way back up to seated. And again, roll down. Try not to go onto the neck. And then roll back up. And 2 more. Roll down. And roll back up. And 1 more. Roll down. And roll back up. Now this time roll down, and you're just going to roll back and forth at your lower back a little bit. You can do this as much as you like. And then when you're ready, roll down a little more and go right in between your shoulder blades where we get really tight. And then you're going to put your tail down and bring the roller back to your neck. And you're just going to let your head fall right to left a few times and get right up at your occiput and get where your upper trapezius connects into your skull and our occipital muscles, and it gets really tight in there and we get headaches. So this is a good thing to massage out. Okay. Not time for a nap yet. We're going to come up and roll over your shins. This can be quite painful, particularly if you enjoy running or jumping. So you're going to go onto all fours, put the roller at your shins, and come up a bit, and then roll back and forth 5 times or so from your knee to right where your ankle is. So don't cross your ankle and don't cross your knee. And it's okay to scream and make noises if this is too terrible for you. The more you do it, the less miserable it gets. And now you're going to move back, bring your knees to the other side, and we're going to do right through the center of our thighs. So you're going to kind of army crawl forward and army crawl back, or just pull forward and back, however you like. Do about 5 times right through the center. I remember the first time I did this, I was going through my original Pilates teacher training in Chicago, and I don't think I'd ever had any sort of massage or anything on my quads, and I danced my entire life, and it felt like there were knives being dragged through my quads. So if you're feeling that, I apologize deeply, but it will feel better later. Now turn your legs out, and you're going to go more towards your inner quads, about 5 times or so. One more time. Good. And now you're going to turn in, and you're going to bring your big toes towards each other, and you're going to go towards your outer quads, which may be very exciting for some of you. And now when you're ready, we're going to go sideways, and we'll roll over your IT band directly and then turn down and roll over the other part of that outer quad. So you're going to lay on the side of your roller and bring your bottom leg out, and then your top leg is going to cross over and your hands are down. You can go on your hands or your elbows, whatever you like. Lift the leg up and then drag the roller down almost to your knee and then back up towards your hip, but don't cross the knee or the hip. The knee is unstable in that way. Don't want to give yourself a side blow to the knee or destabilize that. And there's also some bursa up by your hip, so you don't want to roll over those and aggravate those. Bursa are just little fat pads that help to smooth out muscles and tendons and ligaments going over one another. So you're going to go about 5 times here. And once you get to about 5, you're going to turn down, and now you're going to roll over the outside of that quad. 1, and yes, this can be quite exciting. 2, and 3, and 4, and one more, 5. Nice. Well, you made it through that, and lucky you. Hopefully you have 2 legs. I do. So let's do the other side. I'm going to move the roller over and then come up, and again you're going to cross the top leg over. Bottom leg is going to be straight out, lifted off the ground. Hands are on the ground. You can either go on your hands or on your elbows, and then you're going to roll back and forth about 5 times between the knee and the hip, but don't cross the knee or don't cross the hip. Done about 5, you're going to twist down, and now you're going to go over the outside of that quad. And this is a little bit of an abdominal workout and shoulder girdle workout as well. And one more. Nice. Okay, we don't want to let the muscles in our arms be neglected. So now you're going to take the roller underneath your arm, and you're going to roll more towards the back of your arm. And this you can roll all the way onto your tricep and then into your lat. So do about 5 times rolling from your tricep into your lat. And this may be quite painful if you happen to do a lot of arm work, whether that's aerial dancing or lifting heavy weights or lifting heavy people. And now you're going to roll down a little bit and go right through the center of your underarm. And again, you can go right into that tricep, and there may be some knots in there. And after you've done about 5 of those, you're going to bring your elbow in, and we're going to go onto the side. Don't cross your shoulder, but you're going to go on your deltoid here. And again, about 5 times here. Nice. And let's move on over to the other side now. So you're going to bring the arm up, and you're going to go towards the back of your underarm and roll back and forth. You'll be stretching out your posterior deltoid, your tricep, your lat goes down around through there. About 5 times. And then you're going to go down, and you'll go right through your underarm. There's a whole bunch of muscles that attach in through there that get really tight. Nice. And now you're going to bring your arm in and go onto your deltoid. About 5 times. Good. Okay, now that we've rolled you out, we're going to stretch you apart. So we're going to stretch your psoas and your hamstrings a little bit. So we're going to get on the roller. And you're going to roll to your back and have your pelvis be on the roller. And you're going to bring your right leg into your chest and reach your left leg out on a little bit of a diagonal. And you want to make sure that that roller is nice and secure in a place where your back feels good. And just stay and breathe a few breaths here. And when you're ready, reach that leg straight up to the sky. You can grab onto the back of your hamstring, you can grab onto the back of your calf, and reach that opposite leg down to the ground. You are trying to square your hips as much as humanly possible. You can also use a strap or a beach towel if you want to put on the back of that foot. And you can choose if you want to flex the foot, point the toe, make circles, whatever feels good to you. And now let's take that leg and we're going to open it outside. You can put the other hand down at the roller and just open it outside on a little diagonal. So you don't want it to necessarily go all the way down to the ground, but you want to get a little bit different angle and you'll get more of your medial hamstrings. And then bring it up. And now you're going to take the leg across and change hands and put the other hand on the roller, and now you're going to get more of your lateral hamstrings. Good, bend the knee in, and then you're going to shoot that leg out, bring the other leg in, and just hold on to the knee, let the opposite leg reach to the ground, hollow the abs up and in, and stretch out the front of that thigh. And take a few breaths. And now go ahead, extend that leg. Again, you can grab onto your hamstrings, you can grab onto your calf, grab onto your foot. You can put some sort of strap or band around your foot, whatever you need to do for you. And just breathe gently here. And then when you're ready, you can open that leg outside a little bit, keeping that opposite hip nice and open. And bring the leg up and bring it across a little bit. And now feel the outside of that hamstring. Nice. Okay, now let's come on up and we're just going to finish up with a little bit of a kneeling splits. So come on up onto your knees and you're going to put one foot on the roller and lunge a little bit forward, and then you're going to go ahead and straighten the leg out on the roller. Put your hands on the roller and you can roll out into a little bit of a splits if this feels good to you. Or you can just watch. So if you are feeling rambunctious, you can drop down, and this is a position you can get into below level splits if that's something that you're going for. Or you can just stretch into it and come up. And let's change. You're going to bring the other leg up onto the roller and lunge forward a little bit, and you'll get a little stretch in the front of the kneeling leg, and then straighten the leg out. You can put your hands on the roller, roll out a little bit, and move into your splits. You can also put your hands down on the ground if that feels better for you. And then when you're ready, come up and out of it. And you have made it. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for joining me. And please do visit us online at www.upsidedownpilates.com. You can also see some behind the scenes. We put up posts from the studio and recipes at our Facebook page, which is Facebook at Upside Down Dance and Pilates. And if you go to our YouTube channel, which is YouTube /Upside-Down Pilates, you can see the full episodes, and you can look at all of our episodes all the way back till the very beginning and see some extra footage that we have and some other classes that we've done there. So thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon.